Hello and welcome to this quick guide to using Connect2 at Sheffield Hallam University. This will be just a quick start guide, so if you want a more in-depth guide, I'll put the link on the screen so that you can watch that video as well. First things first, you'll need to go to the URL for Connect2, which I'm putting on screen right now. Then you will see the home screen like this, and you can click sign into your account, or there's a sign in button at the top. Now you will need to put in your student username and your student password, and that is the same details that you would use to sign on to any computer in the university. So click sign in and then you will get the home screen. Now there's lots of useful information on here, but if you just want to make a booking, you want to go up to the top here and choose book by category. Now you might see different categories to this depending on what course you are enrolled on, but at the moment we're just going to assume that you are using the Harmer Media Centre. So that is the Creative Media Centre on level 4 of the Harmer building. So click on the category for Equipment Harmer, and then you can search for equipment, or you can narrow down your selection by clicking on the categories in the left hand column here. Now you can use the search facility if you want, but it is usually easier to use the categories, as this will find all of the items within that category and then you can just scroll through them. In this case we're just going to book a video camera, so if we go to video cameras and Panasonic DVX200, so we're going to add that to basket. Then we need a tripod, so we'll go back to all categories. Sometimes you won't be able to see all the categories, so if you click more, so now we're going to look for tripods, stands and support, and choose a film video tripod standard. Add that to basket, and then finally we're going to add some audio equipment. So again, we go back to the main category and look under audio. So we'll just add a microphone. When you're ready, you can have a look at your basket, and if you needed to add more onto the current booking, then you could. So if you wanted 2 tripods instead of 1, just enter it in the box and click update, or you can remove items if you no longer want them. So when you're happy with that, you can click create booking. This is where you will put your dates in. Now usually you can book up to a week in advance, but I have overridden that for this video, and we can see the first available date is at the end of September. If the calendar is greyed out, that means you can't actually make a booking, and that's usually because we're closed. This is the available date, and I'm going to make it from 11 o'clock on Monday the 25th. That's the start of my booking. You'll notice by default that the end date here is the same date, and it's just added an extra half an hour on. Obviously most of the time you'll want longer than half an hour, so make sure you change the end date as well. You can book for up to 8 days. So if you wanted to book for the maximum available time, it should be the 3rd of October. So now that you've entered your start and end dates and the time as well, then you can hit next, and make sure you familiarize yourself with the terms and conditions, and then tick the box to indicate you agree. The next screen is about risk assessments. So there is another video about risk assessments, but basically there are 2 types of risk assessment that you can use, either a blue risk assessment or a green risk assessment. The green risk assessment, we've already filled that out for you, and it covers you for very low risk activities and basic bookings. Anything not covered by the green risk assessment, you'll need to fill in a blue risk assessment form and get that signed off by a lecturer. Like I say, there is more information about this in another one of our videos, which I will put a link up for. Tick the box to progress to the next screen. And then this is just to confirm which risk assessment you're using. Like I said before, is it the green one? Is it the blue one? You just need to specify that at this time. So we're going to class this as a low risk activity, and we'll use the green risk assessment. click the next button, and there is a final page where you can review all the details just before you hit submit. But if you're happy, click submit, and that's it. You've made your booking. You should get an email to confirm that, and then that's all done. So I hope you found that useful, but please get in touch with the Creative Media Centre if you need any more help or information. Thanks for watching.